Hi, I'm Dave, Fell Running Guide. Got another navigation task for you this week. Now, it's quite a tricky one this week, quite complicated. Basically, I've got a watch there with a grid reference on it, and I want to know which of these following maps that grid reference refers to and where precisely on the map it is. So we're using Ordnance Survey 1 to 50,000 maps. So we've got map A, map B, and map C. Now you can see on these maps we have grid squares, and we can see the value of those squares. It's easy to see on this map, but we've got these 41, 42, 43, which reference these grid lines, and then going up the map northings, we've got 35, that one's missing, 37, 38, 39, 40. On this map you can see them again down the left hand side and across the top, and on the first map a bit trickier to see, but here going up, up, up and across here. So which of those maps does this grid reference refer to? Well, to start off with, we need to understand a little bit about grid references. Now, if you're not sure, I'll post a little link up here in another video that I've explained some of the basics in. But if we think about it, we have something called the British National Grid, and that allows us to pinpoint our position anywhere on that grid using numbers. So imagine Britain being divided into 100 kilometre squares. So there we've got an image showing those squares. So each of these squares is a kilometre, 100 kilometres. And we can use a grid reference to pinpoint our position inside one of those squares. Now, grid references are usually given using 6 figures. So if you look at these numbers at the bottom changing here, this is a 6-figure grid reference. The first 3 digits, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. So the 4, 5, 6, those are eastings, how far east we are in a square, and 3, 4, 5, how far north we are in a square. So if we want to go up and, for example, look at this little square of forest here, and look back in the bottom in that square that I've shown you down here, those numbers change. So the grid reference for that little square of forest is 421,395. So there's the 42, so 421, there's the 395 up. Now that is accurate to within 100 meters. But we can also make it more accurate than that. We can have 8 or 10 figure grid references. So let's have a look. So now you'll see this has changed to 8 figures. The first 8, how far east we are. The first 4, how far east we are. The second 4, how far north we are. So if we go back to that little square, 4214 east, 3951 north. Okay, so that would be accurate to 10 meters. Right, hope you got that so far. Now, the trouble with just having a 6-figure or 8-figure or 10-figure grid reference is it doesn't tell us which 100 kilometre square we are in. So, for example, if we look at these squares here, and that grid reference we've just had, 421,395, how do we know whether it's in this 100 metre square, or this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, or this one? Could be any. So we need a bit more information rather than just those 6 digits. So if we look back at the watch and see what it's given us, we count these digits: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 eastings and 6 northings. Now that seems strange because a 10-figure grid reference would give us an accuracy of 1 meter, and that's a 12-figure grid reference. So it's really, really unlikely that we're going to have a grid reference to an accuracy of 0.1 of a meter. That's just not going to happen. So what is happening here? Well, the first digit actually tells us which 100 kilometre square we were in. So we start at a point of origin down off the southwest of England, right out here. And the first 100 kilometre square is that one. So that starts at 0 and gets to 99 kilometres there. And same going north, 0 to 99 there. So this is the 0, 0 box. And then here, that's 100 kilometres. That line there is 200 kilometres. That line there is 300, 400, 500, etc. And the same going up. So what we have to do is look back at that watch again and look at the first digit easting, 4, and the first digit northing, 3. So we've got a 4 and a 3 to consider. So going east, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and going north, 0, 1, 2, 3. So that tells us that we're in this 100 kilometre square, and the SK is an Ordnance Survey prefix. So the SK is the same as the 4-3. Now here I've got my Garmin watch next to my Coros, and you can see the grid reference for the Garmin SK 28293 77969. So that's a 10-figure grid reference. The 4 and the 3, remember, are the same as the SK. So 28293 77966. So there's actually a 3 meter difference in what the two watches are reading. Okay, so now we know that. What you would have to do is find out where SK, what map relates to SK. Is it this Peak District one? Oh, it's gone too far. Is it this Scottish one, or is it map B here? Well, the answer is the Peak District map. So that grid reference is actually there. That point there where I've put that little circle, that is the actual 10-figure grid reference there. So quite complex, that one. I hope you understood it. I hope it kind of made sense. Ask me any questions in the comments if you want anything clarifying on that, but hope you found it interesting. Thanks for watching. Look out for next week's navigation task. Bye for now.